She has lost the connection. List out here for all the resources, and right at the bottom we have Westlaw India. We are going to access it remotely. So here I press I click on remote access. As you all know, your username will be the first part of your email ID. Like mine is ritunagpal@jju.edu.in. Hence the username would be ritunagpal only, everything before @ and the same password which I use for my JGU email ID. So herein I log in, and it is going to take me to the resource homepage. Oops. So,
ma'am, we can use the other way also. There is another way to log in.
yes. So the other way to log in would be off-campus access policy. Right from the quick link, you can go through off-campus access, click on this given link, or you can either way click here as well. So either of the option would work, and you are right here on the resource page. Right from e-resource page, again the alphabetical list, and you will click on Westlaw India. In a new window, it is going to appear. It is taking a little time to load. However, by the time it loads, you will be able to see the homepage of the database, that is Westlaw. And I would request, once it loads, you will be able to see by that time if Miss Lipika, I would like to invite Miss Lipika, who is the trainer for the day, and she is going to help us to explore all through the database. I am not talking about database at all, because I want everyone to hear through her, and she is an expert into it, who's going to help us to delve through all the nitty-gritties of the data and how the search actually takes forward and so on. So over to you, Lipika. By the time the page loads up, at least you can start giving the introduction so that we don't waste any more time.
Sure.
Thank
Hi
you.
everyone, good evening. I am Lipika and I work as a client specialist and trainer for Thomson Reuters. So here I will take you through the Westlaw India, as in the database. How do you access that? Currently, I think there is some issue in logging in because of the internet access. So I'll just share my screen. Probably I'll take you to the screen which will appear after you click on this link, or maybe you have to enter your login ID and password there.
No, they need not to enter. The resource is going to take them directly to the homepage.
Okay, so they'll directly log into the home page, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be sharing my screen now. I hope it is visible to all.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
This is the homepage.
Yeah, so this is the homepage which you will be logging into once you click on that link, and this is basically India, UK and European jurisdiction page, so which covers only 3 jurisdictions on this page. So right now the search box which you see is basically searching within all these 3 jurisdictions, and if you put any search terms over here, it will get results from all these 3 jurisdictions only. In case you want to, uncheck any particular jurisdiction also, you can simply do that by unchecking these boxes. So right now for my convenience, I have kept it all checked. And if I want to search across in this search bar, I'll just put certain keywords to show you how the search functionality works. So for example, I'll just put fraud, medical negligence, and doctor.
Deepika, can I interrupt? I'm so sorry for doing this, but then most of the students are saying that you are not really audible.
Okay. Is it audible now?
Yeah, it's much better than before. Thank you.
Oh, right. So if we enter certain terms over here, as in any particular keywords which you want to search for, and just wanted to make a search up, amongst all these 3 jurisdictions together, you can use this search bar. So right now I've put in some keywords over here, and I'll click on search. So these are the results which you get, and on top you'll get a bifurcation of the results. So cases is Indian cases, then legislation till current awareness is all Indian content. Then you have UK cases and EU materials as well. So right now we have got around 112 results according to the keywords I have entered. Now if I want to sort it by relevance, I want the most relevant case on top. What I'll do is I'll just sort it by relevance, and this will give me the most relevant case on top. Now if you want to open an Indian judgment and you want to have a look at the full text judgment, what you can do is just select the Indian judgment over here. So the first one is an Indian judgment, and this in-law citation will give access to the full text judgment. So now if I want to open this, I'll click on this citation. And this is the complete judgment. If you want to print it, save it and email it, you can do it from the top right corner. So there is a print command, save command, and you can also email it to anyone or yourself from the database itself. And on the left hand side, you'll get a case analysis section. Case analysis will help you with the bench where it was reported. In case there are any cases which are citing this case, that will be mentioned here. In case particular cases are cited over in this particular case, that will also be given here. Right now, I can't see any particular cases cited or any particular cases citing this case. Or any legislations which are cited will also be, there will be a link for that as well. So this is how you can have a look at case analysis section. So if I just come back to the home page. So right now what we have done is we have entered and have made search using certain keywords. Now what we can do is we can also use a Boolean search functionality which is available in Westlaw. So with the help of list of connectors. So on the home page itself, you can find list of connectors over here. If I just open it in a new tab. So this is how the connectors would look like. So there will be an and connector, a phrase. If you remember, I had put medical negligence under a phrase. Then grammatical connectors, numerical connectors are there. So grammatical connectors, you can see /s means if you want 2 words in the same sentence, /p is 2 words in the same paragraph. Similarly, /n we can replace it with a number. So how these terms and connectors work, I'll just show you with an example right now. If I just come to the home page and go to Indian cases over here, I'll just put 2 terms, patent and infringement. So right now I'm not using any particular character, it's just a and in between or space in between, and I'll click on search. So this has given me around 2400 results, which are actually a big number, and nobody can go at all these results at one go. So what we need to do is we need to, just minimize this number and get the most relevant result for us. So what we can use is one connector from the list which I have shown you. We'll just edit the search, go to terms and connectors. I can probably select a /s, a grammatical connector basically. And I'll put /s in between patent and infringement. So this means I want patent and infringement in the same sentence. So I'll just click on search. So my results have come down drastically, from 2400 to 744, which is also, a huge number. And I really want, the results to be reduced at a minimum level, and I get the most, most convenient terms, most relevant terms. So what I'll do is I'll just edit this search again, and I'll just use any one of the connector which can help me reduce the results. So probably I'll use a +n here. I'll show you how it works. So for N, I'll replace it with a 3. So this would mean that I want patent and infringement to be within 3 words of each other, right? So what I'll hit search again. And from 2400, I have reached down to 133. So this is how you can make use of the connectors which are available here on the home page itself. You can probably take a printout of it and keep it in front of you. So this will help you to make your search very easy, and even you'll be able to generate the relevant results as well. I hope I'm clear with this. Yeah, moving on to other sections. So from cases to current awareness will be all Indian content here. So if I come to cases here, so on the top you'll find 3 search bars, which is basic search, and which gives to search from which you can search the free text, which is the keywords basically you're looking for. Then you have party names. Probably you can put in the petitioner or the respondent's name, whatever information you have. And then on the third column, you can put the citation. So for example, if I know the citation, I can start typing it, and I will also start getting the recommendations from the drop down list. Now, if I know I want to use this citation, I can select that and also click on search. So it will directly take me to the result. So this is the particular citation I was looking for. I can simply go to that as well. So whenever we are searching here, we are searching across all the high courts, Supreme Court, and all tribunals and commissions. So whenever you are in the cases section, you can see at the bottom, as in what are the courts which are available and where you are searching in. Now, if you want to limit your search to particular court, one thing what you can do is you can either use the advanced search functionality. Just go to advanced search. So you will have these 3 columns available already. Then you have other parameters also available, where you can put in multiple information you have got. So if you want to put a practice area, any subject, you can do that in this column. You can select the bench strength also in case you're looking for any bench strength cases. You can select landmark judgments from constitutional, selecting the constitutional bench strength. If you want particular cases related to any legislations also, you can put that across here. And now, if you want to select the courts, right now we were searching across all the courts. Now, if you want to select the court, you can simply type the names here. So if I want Supreme Court of India, Delhi High Court, any particular tribunal I want, I can just select that. So you can select multiple courts over here as per your requirement. And in the last, you can put a date restriction as well. In case you want the results from any particular period, you can just code that in the search boxes and then click on search. So this will help you, retrieve results from only the selected courts you want to search in, and not all the Indian courts which are mentioned here in the cases tab. So if I just go back to the cases, at the bottom section in this page, you will find the browse functionality available as well. So for example, if you don't want to search and you just want to have a look at the data available, or you just want to read the articles which are available, what you can do is just simply go at the bottom section, and if I want to see particular judgments in Supreme Court, I can just click on Supreme Court judgments, go to full text judgments, and you will get a year-wise arrangement of all the judgments which are available. Now, if I want to have a look at any particular year, say for example 2008, I'll go to 2008. And this is an alphabetical arrangement according to the petitioner's name. So if I know, if I need to just look at the judgments with some particular names or some particular alphabet, I can just simply select that. So for example, I want to see by S, I'll click on S. So this will give the complete list now at the bottom. You can access all the case analysis and the full text judgment of all the judgments available. So this is available for all the courts which are mentioned over here, and going forward, in all the sections you will get this browse functionality to search and have a look across, as in if you want to just read through it as well. Coming back to the cases, so any questions in this part?
Lipika, I can't see any question pouring in right away. So probably we can take up the questions towards the end, or in case if it is there in between, I'll let you know if
Sure.
it is related.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But do keep it. If you can just bring the mic closer to your so it will be
Okay.
better. Thank you.
I hope it is better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fine. Thank you.
Moving on to legislation over here. So legislation also will have these text boxes where you can put in across your information which is available. So if you're looking for particular act also, you can just simply mention over here. So in case I want to see any act related to farmers produce trade, I can simply select that or any particular act and I'll click on search. So this is the ordinance which I have selected. You can just have a look at this. So this is how it will look. You'll get the details of published and in force and what is the status of this particular ordinance, and all the details will be given here chapter wise. And for the legislation, any particular act, all the section wise details would be available like it is showing here. So if I just scroll down, there's a browse section again in this part as well. So if you want to have a look by title, the central legislation, just simply go and click here. It is an alphabetical arrangement. You can click on any particular alphabet you want to look the acts for, and this will give you the list of acts and the amendments as well which are available. So this is how you can have a look at all the acts by title. Then by year, there is an arrangement and subordinate legislation which gives access to bills, ordinances, notification circulars by year. This is also available by year and title. So just click on subordinate legislation to see all these details. Then in the second part, there is a state legislation tab which gives access to legislation state-wise and subordinate legislation for those particular states as well. So this is how it is mentioned. You can simply go ahead and see the state-wise arrangement as well, and can look through the subordinate legislations either by title, by year. Everything is available under states. The third part would be the journal part, which is the Indian journals, and these are a couple of Indian journals which we have tied up with national law schools and have uploaded here. So as I have told earlier, whatever you search in these boxes will be searching across all the content which is mentioned in the browse section. In case you want to search, as in bifurcate your results according to particular journals, or you want to search within one or two journals, you can use advanced search functionality. Or if you are looking for only one journal and you just want to search in between that, just go and click on that particular journal and you can search within that as well. So just go inside and search within that. You can see there's a trail going on top. So this will help you identify which database exactly are you in. So we have just gone to home, then journals, and have reached to this particular journal. The last part which is mentioned will help you identify that you are in this particular journal or any particular database and searching within that. Forms and reports, that's a newly introduced section here, and you'll get access to a couple of statutory forms, deeds and agreements, law commission reports which are available here. And then current awareness, that's in India what has been uploaded in the past few days. You can find that out in the current awareness section. So if you want to have a look at what cases have been uploaded in the past few days, you can just go at the browse section, see the cases tab. If you want to see in last 1 month what are the cases which have been uploaded, just go and click on last 28 days. And you will get the list of all the cases which are available. Similarly for legislation also, and news and press notes. So this was all for Indian India jurisdiction. You can find everything for India on the top. Now if I move ahead and go to UK materials, for UK you will find everything at the bottom. So you have UK cases, UK legislation, UK journals and current awareness, as similarly what you have seen in India. So if I just go to UK cases, so these are the search tabs. Then there is law reports and transcript tabs, which gives you access to what are the reporters which are covered over here. So you can find this complete list over here. Now if you want to use multiple reporters, only the selected ones, just go to advanced search and you can select here. Or if you want to search within any particular reporter, say for example, if I just want to search say in this Chancery Division, I'll just click on Chancery Division. And I can just search my, whatever I'm looking for within the particular database. So you can see on the trail, I can see Chancery Division, and there is an year-wise arrangement of all the documents available till 2020. You can search within Chancery Division as well. So this is how it works for UK cases, then UK legislation. So UK legislation will cover all these acts from UK, Scotland, Wales and North Ireland. You can see there are public and general acts, Westminster bills, retained EU legislation, ministerial orders, everything given over here. Now if you want to open any particular act, say if I just type environment, click on search, I'll open this act for you. So this is the complete acts. Whenever you open any particular international document, you will have couple of symbols which will help you identify, if it has got a negative treatment, positive treatment, or this particular section is repealed, or this section is law enforced, currently a good law or not. So how you can find what exactly that means? You can just simply go ahead and put your cursor on this. So for example, in this particular act, you can see there section 1 and section 2 has been repealed. If you put your cursor, you can just identify the same. Even green tick, just if you put your cursor over here, that means it is law enforced. So you'll find couple of symbols over here which will actually give an indication if it is a good law or not, or if this particular document is got a negative treatment, positive treatment. So you'll find this for all international content available in Westlaw. Moving on to UK materials. So we've covered UK cases, UK legislation. Coming to UK journals. So UK journals, if you want to have a list, full list available, you want to see that, you can just go to full text articles which are available. And this is the complete list of UK journals which are available right now. So we cover around 1100 plus journals in Westlaw. Which gives access to renowned journals like Harvard Law Review, Yale Law Journal, Cambridge Law Journal. Everything is available here. So for UK, if you want to see, for example, Cambridge Law Journal, you can just click on that. So this is an year-wise arrangement given at the bottom. And you can search the articles here in the search boxes given above. So these are UK journals, and coming to the last part in UK is UK current awareness. So this will also help you identify as in what has been uploaded in UK in the past 3 months. So the last 90 days data is given by document type, by subject, or what are the most recently added documents. You can have a look through it. If I want to see by most recently added, for example, highlights best of the last 5 days. So this is the most recently added. So this is added today. As per today, these are the documents which are added. Similarly, you can find other documents by topic. by document type as well. So if you want to see by subject, just click on by subject. So this is the complete list of subject which is available. If you want to look through the documents which are added in last 90 days according to any particular subject which is given here, you can simply click on that and just find the resources which are added recently. In this particular page, the last section would be the EU materials. So EU materials here means it covers the EU court and not the jurisdictions which covers comes under EU. So if you are on EU materials, just scroll down below. So these are the cases, legislation, treaties, preparatory acts, and information and notices available for EU. So if you want to see cases, so in EU, we cover these courts. By court name, you can find Court of Justice, General Court, Civil Service Tribunal, and EFTA Court. So these 4 courts are covered in EU. And the other information like legislation, treaties, preparatory acts can be found over here. So this is for India, UK, and European Union. Apart from these 3 jurisdictions, we also cover other international jurisdictions as well, which includes US, Hong Kong, Australia, Canada, Korea, and other Commonwealth countries as well. So how do you access that? Once you are on this page, there's an international material tab which is given on the top. When you click on that link, so this will open in a new tab. So this is for internal purpose. You will not get this message. So there will be a seamless connection from this page to other one. This is the page where you will be redirected to once you click on International Materials tab given above. So on this page, you get access to all the US content. As you can see, there are all content, federal materials tab, state material, and practice areas tab given over here. So we are on all content right now. And this tab is given over here where we can search across all the US jurisdiction. So if I want to select particular courts in US jurisdiction, I can simply go ahead and select from here. So you can select up to 3 jurisdictions. So for my convenience, I have selected all states and all federal courts, and I have clicked on save. Now, if I want to search any particular cases from US, I'll use this tab and I'll just enter certain keywords. Say if I enter patent +3 infringement, the similar keywords, and click on search. So this is how the results would look like for US. On the left hand side, there's a bifurcation of all results which is given into cases, statutes, trial court orders, secondary sources, and other results which are available here. Now, if I just want to have a look at the cases for US, I can just simply click here. So these are the cases. I'll just select one of the case for you and show you how it looks like. So if I select this one. So you've seen that for India, and on the page which we were looking at, we had a full text document available, and then there was a case analysis section on the left hand side. For US case, you will find everything here as in on the top, and the complete document would be available here. And if you want to print it, email it, you can just use the delivery menu on the right. So you want to download it, you can just simply click here, and you can either email it, print it, or download it. You can see there is a yellow flag. So if you put your cursor here, you get to know what exactly it means. So it has got a negative treatment. And you can just scroll down and see the document. This is how the document would look like. And these are the options, the case analysis part, which is given on the top, which will give the access to filings where it has got the negative treatment, what is the history of the case, and what are other citing references available for this case. So this is how a US case would look like. Coming back to the home page. Now, apart from US, in case you're looking to have a look at other jurisdictions, how do you, go ahead and search within those jurisdictions? So if you remember, we had clicked on international materials over here to come onto this US page. So now we are on this page. There's another tab, international materials, at the bottom. So if you click on this tab, you will find the list of other jurisdictions which are available. Now, if I want to search across all these jurisdictions which are available, I can use this tab here. So whatever results which I'll get here will be only from all these jurisdictions which are mentioned here. So apart from Australia, Canada, EU, Hong Kong, Korea, UK, there are a couple of other jurisdictions also. So these are the jurisdictions which are available in Westlaw Classic, the international part. So UK and European Union is again repeated here because in case you guys want to only do your international research, you should not miss out results on your UK and European Union. So that's the reason it is repeated in international database as well. So if I want to search any particular jurisdiction also, like for example, if I just want to make my searches in Canada jurisdiction, what I can do is I can simply go ahead and click on Canada. And now whatever I will search over here will get me results from Canada. So you can see on the left hand side, there's a tab which is selected, which has Canada in it. And then the search bar is given. So this is how you can just simply search within Canada as well. So apart from this, there are a couple of new sections which are introduced for US. There is COVID-19 legal material and news, which is updated on a daily basis. So if I just click on this, so this will give access to all the new resources which are added related to COVID-19. You can find that here. So these are the latest updates. And the last update is updated date is today. You can find the federal legislation, cases, all the things which are newly added here related to COVID-19 only. Then this other section is also available. And apart from this, if you're looking to have, if you want to search across all the journals which are available in Westlaw, how you can do that? On this homepage itself, there's a secondary sources tab on the left-hand side. When you go to secondary sources, you will get access to all the US journals available here. So it is arranged by type, by state, by topic, and by publication series. Now, if you want to have a look and see journals related to any particular topic, say for example, family law, I'm just searching for US journals right now. So these are the resources which will be available for me. And these are all for US. So we've got around 200 journals related to family law. So this is how you can, just select the particular practice area and the journals you're looking for in that particular area. And if you wish to see the journals covered across the world, on the secondary sources tab only, on the right hand side, there's a tools and resources tab, which gives access to full secondary sources list. Then Black's Law Dictionary is also available in case you want to search any particular legal meanings. You can find that here in Black's Law Dictionary. And when you scroll down, there is a World Journals tab which is available for you. If you click on that, so these all countries are covered in terms of journals. So we've got around 1100 plus journals. Now, if you want to have a look at the complete list of journals, you can click on this icon, expand the content, and this will give access to all the journals which are available here in World Journals tab. So this is how you can have a look at the journals available. And these are also, bifurcated according to the countries given here. So if you want to have a look at only particular Canada journals, just click on Canada. And the journals in Canada, that will appear. For example, if you don't want to look at the complete list and you want to just have a look at particular journal, also the name of that particular journal, you can also search the database over here. So for example, I just want to have a look at Harvard Law Review. I'll just type Harvard. So it will start giving me recommendations. Now, if I want to look at only Harvard Law Review, I'll click on Harvard Law Review. So this will give access to the 10 most recent documents which are added. And if you want to search something in Harvard Law Review, basically you can just put your key terms here, keywords, whatever you're looking for, and click on search. And whenever any particular database opens up, it will help you identify the coverage of that database. So for this Harvard Law Review, the coverage begins from 1887. So you can find that across all the databases which are available. Any law reporter or any particular journal, if you want to see what is the coverage, you can find that out whenever you open that particular database. So the last part in this section would be the news section. If you want to have a look at the news around the world and any magazines or any particular newspapers you're looking to read for, just go to the news section here. On the right hand side, there's a news index which is available. This is the index. Now, if I want to select any particular newspaper or any particular magazine, I can select any particular, alphabet, say for example, I. So it covers news around the world. So most of the newspapers and magazines would be available here in the news section. Now, if I just scroll down below, we have a couple of them for India as well. You can find that out, any particular newspaper or any particular magazine you're looking for. You can find all the details are available here in news. So apart from legal news, it covers all the topic, all the industries in this news section. So that's all from my side. Any questions? I'll be happy to take that now.
Okay. There's a question. The student is asking, what does ADV stands for?
ADV in?
I don't have
ADV in particular section.
Although I don't have any details as in listed out here. Just ADV.
ADV stands for advocate.
Yeah.
Because if it is not related to database, then ADV stands for advocate.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, the next question, if you could please open Harvard Law Report.
Yeah, that I have opened already.
Okay, so could you, just take them once again, if you can just
Sure.
open.
So if you just want to open Harvard Law Review, just go to Harvard, just type here Harvard Law, and you can simply select the Harvard Law Review here. So this database is open for you. Now you can search whatever you want to inside Harvard Law Review now.
Okay. Thank you for this answer. So if you can just check in the Q&A box. So one of the students has shared 2 citation cases, I believe. One is a citation, what I can see, and the other one is just the case name. So if you can just quickly take these 2 to help them to learn how to.
I'll just search the first one, UK case, all ER.
But then he is saying not able to search UK based cases.
So have you tried here in the UK materials, UK cases?
I really don't know. There's 2 different students are asking questions, so this is what I just. Yeah, he's saying yes, he has tried.
Oh, he's looking for Lona versus Stevenson. Is this the one? 25th number or 26th number?
1932. Yes, this is English reporting.
Yeah.
This is okay. And
The second one?
yes.
Caparo versus Dickman, is it? The one, which one is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
You can just simply select that. You can type it in the party name.
Caparo Industries. That's right.
This is the one?
Exactly. And, could you please, just do that? Just quickly recap all this. How did you go about it, step by step, so that one
For
of the
the
student,
the
yeah,
cases?
yeah, because one
Okay.
of the student has a poor internet connection, so he could not.
Okay. So on this homepage itself, I am here in the India, UK and European Union page. So if you are looking to search for cases, just go to UK materials here. And when you are on UK materials, just go to UK cases. So when the first one which you were searching was, can I have the name please again?
It's the first one, Dono
Yeah.
versus
Donoghue.
Stevenson.
Okay. Right. So I've just typed Donoghue because sometimes what happens, WS doesn't come or we just, type some spelling mistake. So I've just taken the first name. So if I just select this, in the party name only, I have mentioned the name of the parties. So these are the two cases which are available. You can just see the cases if this is the correct one. And similarly for the other case also, I just went to UK cases. In the party name column, I have put in the details, Caparo Industries PLC versus Dickman, and clicked on search. And this is the case which appears. I hope it is clear.
Absolutely. Okay. So one of the student, I just want to add here, you were quite willing to see whether the recordings will be available. So which I can predict that this might be a good reason for such a poor attendance for today. Because yes, the recordings are available on the library website right under the events tab. So probably you can have an access to it, but then resolving your queries, you need to be present right now here. So keep yourself posted with the library website, but do attend such sessions because to attend in these sessions you can take on your live queries simultaneously. Okay. So the next question coming on to is this, like how to check which all cases to reference from Google.
Okay. So once you are on this case, you can open any particular citation. Say for example this one. To open the full text judgment. So this is the case. On the left hand side, you can see there is a list of all cases which are cited, or currently what are the cases which are citing this case. You can find the links over here. So if I want to see all cases which are citing this case, I can click on here. So these are the key cases which are citing this case, and if you just scroll down below, you'll get all the cases which are citing this case, and all are hyperlinked, so you can simply click on the links and go to those cases as well. Now citation is not restricted to UK, it's for other country as well.
Including
India, we have in-law citations available, but you get other parallel citations also available in where reported. When you click on where reported, for India also, you'll get a list of citations which are available apart from the in-law citation, which is there for Indian cases in Westlaw India.
In between, there's a question: how do we know how many pages the document is?
There is no way because it's not a book. So that's online document.
Probably, whosoever is asking this, I don't have the name of that, but then probably just wondering how many pages do I need to read. Okay. And so, if a Donoghue case citation is taken in India, we will get to know right. We will get to know right. So we have less number of audience, but we have good questions coming in. So any more questions further on? What is this tabular view? I mean, I remember we had a very beautiful thing coming up as case map, Did we discuss that? We had a beautiful feature.
What exactly?
In Westlaw, that graphical feature which used to just show us that where the case has been cited and
that is the appellate history appearing in a graphical view basically. So if you can name any particular case which will have which has moved to one court to another, I can just show you that. Or any particular topic. I'll see with the keywords I have probably, in case we can get that. So this is a graphic. This first case I'll show you. So this is the graphical history of the case. So if I want to just increase the font size, you can see this is how it appears. I've just expanded it a little bit more. So 50%. So this will show you how it moved to one court and the history of the basically how does it work. You can click on it and go to the actual document also. Okay.
Just a second. Jairam ji, are you there?
Ma'am. Yeah.
Just wanted to check. I mean, we were, surfing across a few things the other day. You have anything to add? Okay. So this, in the meanwhile, if you can come up with that, with those set of questions which we had, in case our query was unresolved, so we can take over right away. But in the meanwhile, I would like to take up this question from one of the students who is asking that when I open Donoghue case, how do you hide the panel on the left?
Did I hide that panel? I didn't. I didn't hide that panel. This one? You want to know how do you hide the panel on the left? This can't be hidden. This is always available if you are seeing the case. So because this will give access to all the, case analysis section. So what cases are there, what articles it has referred to. So this will also always be available there. Can't be hidden.
Do you have, Jairamji, something to share, or shall we continue?
No, it's okay. I think she covered almost everything. So better after question answer, we can close this section.
All right. So we are almost done with the questions. What I can see right from here, I don't have any more questions popping in. Still, in case if any student or the attendee is willing to say something or ask something, so I can just allow them to speak, and they can quickly take over the question. If you have any, you can just raise your hand, or else we'll just close down the session. What were the hyperlinks at the bottom when you searched on UCase?
So these are the parallel citations which are there. Apart from the citation we've got some parallel citations also. You can click on any particular citation and you'll get access to that particular full text document.
So which one to click? I mean, they were 2 out of 3. So which one to click to get the
original? You can click any of them, any of the citations.
These are all parallel citations, right?
Yeah, these are all parallel citations.
So can you give them a clarity on the parallel citation? I'm sure this is a first year student who is struggling hard to come.
So citations basically, if you have one citation like whatever query, when you gave it to me, it was an all England report citation. So all England report citation will not be available here. That is mainly in the competition database. So we have other parallel citations also with which you can search the similar case. So for example, if I'm talking about this case, this is the citation which I clicked on, and these are the other citations which are available. So these are the other reporters also which are referring to the same case only. But you need to search with the name of the party, or if you don't have these citations available, you can just simply put the name of the party over there and can search there.
So let me just allow him to speak, then probably he can actually even stir up. This is by Shivank, right? Shivank, I am allowing you to speak, so probably you can just quickly unmute yourself and ask. Okay. Okay, he is still, okay. Not a problem, Shivank. We are going to take your question anyways. So, which is the actual case?
So the case is this only. Donoghue versus Stevenson. The only thing is it is reported in different reporters. Like AC is one reporter, SLT is another reporter, SC is another reporter. So we have just opened this case, but there is a different way to present the case in each reporter. So if you just want to open with this citation, if I just click here, so this is how it will look like. And the case is very much similar what is available in all these 3 citations. So there will be no difference. The context will be all same. It's only the citation number which differs because the reporters are different. I hope it is clear now.
Pretty much clear, I believe. I'm not getting any questions. So, all right, thank you, ma'am. Yes, it is very much clear. So, with this thank you note, I would also like to extend thanks on behalf of Team Global Library to Ms. Rupika,
Yeah.
and also on behalf of attendees. Thank you so much for joining in and helping us to delve all through the database and explore
Pleasure,
in
ma'am.
a beautiful manner. And thanks for being really patient and sharing all the answers to the queries which my students had. So it was lovely to have you with us. And it's really great, and we look forward for many more such sessions in future.
Thank you, ma'am,
you so
for
much.
your kind words. And it was my pleasure to join the session. And in case also, if there's any query or particular moot court is happening and some people are not able to search for any particular documents as well, we can arrange sessions specifically for them as well. So in case there are 4 or 5 students also, we'll be happy to do that.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much,
Thank you,
Jayram, for
everyone.
joining in. Thank you. This is for the attendees to join and being.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Deepika, ma'am, and
thank you. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
शुभम जी सेशन एंड कर दीजिए.
ओके मैम.
थैंक यू. और ये इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर कर दीजिएगा मेरे साथ प्लीज.
ओके मैम.
थैंक्स.